Practice it in your constitutionally protected mosque. You don't see Christians doing a march with the rosary. You don't see a procession in Dubai. You don't see a procession in Mecca. Because
let's be real for a second. Look, do Catholics really gather like this? The same, you guys meet in mega churches, right? They're doing Charlie Kirk and Erica Kirk is doing a mega church. Catholics don't really. Why don't you? You guys should do it. I'd be happy. I would be happy. Nick, if you would gather, why don't you go do the Times Square? Same way that we organize this prayer in Times Square. Why don't you get a bunch of Catholics and go pray in Times Square? Happy. I would not, wallahi, I would not have any problem with that. The uncomfortable truth, we know that so much of this is rhetoric now. We know that so much of Christianity in the West has just been used to garner a populist movement. That they're not really praying that way. They're not really, have you seen anybody talk about Lent? They haven't talked about Lent at all. Let's be real for a second. Ramadan is extremely important to us. It starts on the same day. I haven't seen anyone talk about Lent. I haven't seen anybody, encourage other people, have conversations about it, what they're giving up. It's just not as serious anymore. And it shouldn't be that way. I want Christians to practice their faith. If Catholics would gather like that in Times Square and pray to Mary or, eat communion, if you guys all gather and eat communion in Miami or in Times Square, go. But you don't. So you get mad at people who do. Don't get mad at, you hate us because they ain't us.
Christian procession in Medina or in those cities in Qum, you don't see a procession over there because it's not allowed. Christians have their area over there.
Are you mad at the founding fathers for giving us freedom of religion? Like, don't get mad at me, bro. Get mad at the founding fathers for freedom of religion.
Where they can practice, but it's not allowed everywhere. Certainly not allowed in the middle. And then you know what SNEAKO says when you call him out? He goes, "You're right. You're right. We are Muslim, and we did just pray in New York, and we are. So which is it?" And this is what.
So what it is that you shouldn't be harassed for praying. That's what it is. Is that really hard to comprehend? Is that people praying in an area that's legal, sanctioned by the police? It's like you're not a patriot if you disturb that. Christ is king. You know what? Christians will do more commonly now. They will yell, the two examples you brought up, the prayer in Times Square, you see Christians holding up Trump flags. Christ, America! The Puerto Rican guy going, Trump, America, God bless Trump. Christ is king. And then at the Muslims praying in the park, Christ is king, Christ is king. They'll yell at Muslims more than they'll spend any time praying for their own faith. When do you see Muslims in public harassing other faiths? You don't see it. It's a better use to just use your time praying. Why don't you do that? Getting mad at us. Dude, just pray yourself. But you won't. Are you mad because Muslims take their religion more seriously than you?
They do, and that is how they are. They're very crafty. At once, they play the victim. And they go, "Leave us alone, Islamophobia, oy vey." They literally sound like Jews. They're literally just like the Jews.
You worship a Jew. They sound just like the Jews. Aren't you a follower of a Jew?
"Oh, we don't feel safe in the city." And then they go, "You're right, we do run the media. We're going to crush you." Just like with the Muslims.
What media do we run?
Bismillah, Islamophobia, everyone's attacking us. And they go, "We are here, and we're in Times Square, and you can't do a fucking thing about it."
Yeah, you can't.
And that's why Christians...
Because you can't do anything about it but get upset. You won't pray more. You'll just bang a pot in a pan, trying to interrupt our prayer. And you know what that does? That strengthens our deen. Being able to focus on prayer while people are actively around trying to interrupt and blowing whistles and yelling at you, being able to pray like that just makes us stronger as Muslims. So you can't do a thing about it. There's nothing you're going to do. Nothing. So look, if you want to go bang a pot and pan instead of praying yourself, you're going to keep doing that. But you know what's happening? Islam is a fast-growing religion because they see it's the most hated. They see it's the most lied about.
Need to say no more gaslighting. No more gaslighting. Raise up the cross. I want a Roman salute from everybody.
There you go. A Roman salute. The Romans ordered the execution of Jesus, Nick. This is just so stupid. Trying to equate Romans with Christianity is just dumb. First off, Jesus wasn't a Roman. Jesus was a Jew from Galilee, which is now Palestine. He was an olive to brown-skinned man. The Roman Empire hated him.
Roman salute to our Caesar. A Roman salute to our church. Hail Christ. Hail Christ. Hail Caesar.
Idolatry right there. Did you hear that? Idol worship right there. Nick just said, "Hail Caesar, hail Christ." He just put Caesar in the same category as God. A Roman emperor and God. What do you worship, Nick? You worship whiteness or do you worship God? Do you worship the Roman Empire or do you worship Jesus? Which one is it? You can't pick both. You can't create a new religion. I guess you can. You could try. Well, you're not going to try to make Christianity a white religion. It's just false.
Hail Rome. Okay, this is the new Rome, bitch. And we're taking Muslims by their thobe and all their goofy shit, and we're taking Jews by their yarmulke, and we got to flick them back out to the Middle East. Get the fuck out.
Go back to the Middle East. Jesus was from the Middle East. This is so stupid. Go back to the Middle East. Where do you... Bro, this nigga really thinks that Jesus was from Italy. This nigga really thinks that Jesus was from Ohio wearing khakis, bro. Like, dude, Jesus was wearing sandals and a thobe, man. This guy was from Galilee. Like, he's from what is modern-day Palestine. This is so dumb. He wants Christianity to be a white religion so bad. Bro, you know, I love the guy. I love Nick too, even though we're having a disagreement here. But, I mean, word of advice to him, man, it's like you got to figure out where your faith is. Do you worship the country of America? Is that why you put America first and then Christ is King in your bio? Is it because are you a patriot first before God? You got to pick one. Faith transcends everything. It's God first and everything else. God first and everything else. Not skin color, not your nation, not patriotism, nationalism. All this is worldly stuff. It's God above everything. I really want Nick to figure out where his priorities lie.
Get on board or get out. Somalians, get the fuck out.
Yeah, not a word about the Jews
Hasidic
again.
Jews, get the fuck out. Ben Shapiro, get the fuck out. Christians have to get real. Christians need to grow a pair of balls.
The Christians need to start praying, dude. Christians need to start praying again. Taking your religion seriously. Again, that would help. And that's what the unity thing I'm trying to do is about with the Lent Ramadan charity. Raise a lot of money.
Stop the gaslighting. I love to see it. I love to see the boomers out there in New York. Thank you, boomers. Thank you, MAGA boomers. I know you may not be based on Israel, but thank you, base boomers, for fighting for space in our fucking country. This is not a Muslim country at all. No Muslim roots here. This is a Christian country.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
How many of the founding fathers were Christian? What was the percentage of Christians at the time of the
Mostly Freemasons, right? Most of most of them were Protestant Freemasons, not Roman, like not Caesar worshipers or Catholics even.
founding? Who were the settlers? They came here. The Puritans, the Catholics, the Presbyterians,
the Freemasons,
the
Freemasons.
Quakers? What religion
the
were they
Freemasons.
from? How many of them were Sunni and Shia? No, sorry, they were Quakers. They were Puritans. They were Catholics.
Freemasons.
It wasn't until hundreds of years later that you guys started coming in here. You should count yourself as lucky. And look, I don't hate Muslims. I don't hate them at all. And I'm not saying we should take away their rights. I think they should have a right to practice their religion.
Oh, so what was the whole thing about? So then we could pray in Times Square.